Hello, my dear friends. A very warm welcome on another session for Salesforce Advanced Admin session. As you guys are aware, we have done a process builder in our previous presentation also, in which we did about how we can meet the criterias and how on which all criterias we are going to run our process builder. In today's presentation, we are going to cover the actions that are being performed in the process builder and how we can perform those actions, which all actions are there and how we can perform those actions. Okay, a quick recap before going to today's presentations, what we did in our previous presentation. In process builder, if we search for the process builder, we created our first process builder in which the version is we have created only the first version and it's an inactive version because we haven't activated it yet. What we did is we selected the object that we wanted and the criteria for which we want to run the process builder when the record is created and updated, right? Now we gave a condition that when these conditions are met, then only we need to perform some actions, right? So what are the conditions that we gave? The email field should not be equal to null, account name should not be equal to null, and the revenue is greater than $10,000. So we gave an and condition in between. We can customize all the logics that we have like we did in our workflows. We showed you the comparison of what we can do in here, right? And as I told you that we cannot have a time dependent action on when the record is created and edited. So what we did in this is we went to the advanced setting and select that it should update on a specific condition. The third condition that we did in our workflow, it's similar to that condition, right? So now we are having a time lapse condition. So without wasting any time, we will go to the presentation and we'll see which all actions that we can perform within our process builder. As you guys are aware, process builder helps us automate any kind of action that we want, right? So the first thing is we can create some tasks or account or any record that we can create. We can send the email alerts. We can update field, right? We can update the field of that particular record or the field of the master detail master fields, or we can update the lookup parent field also. We can create a task is one and the same thing. We can use a quick action. The quick action or the global action we can use, or for object related or type related, we can use a quick action, right? The quick actions that we created for a particular account, right? You guys remember it in our Salesforce basic sessions. We did how we can create a button, link, and actions, and we can call in that quick action. Okay, quick action or global action we can call in. We can launch a flow. This is another automation tool that we can or we are going to study in our future presentations. We can post something to a chatter, right? We can submit some action for approval. And this is also we are going to cover in our future presentations, how to create an approval process. Okay, and we can call in some apex method. It is your customization that you are going to write some customizable code, and that can also be called into your process builder, right? So without wasting any time, we will move into our org. I'll click on add action. What type of action we can create? We will create a record first. Okay, I am going to create all the actions under one category. We will say first create record. Okay, it's an API name. We cannot give the spaces. Okay, which record type you want? If we are creating on account, I can say that I'll create one with a contact, right? I'll create one contact, and last name we want it as process builder contact. I gave it. Okay. And any other field or reference field that you want to pull in, we can pull in through here. Or we can say that account ID is equal to the ID, or we can give a field reference also. Account, we can give in the ID field. So it is going to map the account ID, the field in our, it selected the field within our contact and it mapped it to the ID that we are using in within our process builder. Okay. Now I am going to save it. So we have created one action for creation of a record. To run any of the conditions, we need to activate this process builder. Okay, I'll create all the actions and then we are going to see at once how we can do all the processes. I'll create an email alert also. First email alert. Okay. It is going to pick up the email alerts that are being associated with that particular object. Okay, I'll show you guys. I have something open in my another tab. I'll go to setup. Normally what we do with our, we have some template. We will go to alerts, email alerts. Okay. Under email alert, we are going to see for which particular object we have an email alert. We can see that I have created one email alert prior, and that email alert we are going to use in account object, or I'll edit it, right? We can see in some, okay, I'll use this template itself. It is for account object, so only this email alert will be available for our process builder, because we are creating a process builder for account object, so we will see an email alert related to that particular object itself. Okay, right? And we are going to, when the conditions are going to meet, it's going to send an email alert. I will save it. Okay, I'll create one more action that says we have done with create a record. Apex, it's all about customizations that we can do. I'll create which all we can create for now. Okay. I'll post something to a chatter. Okay. First chatter post. I'll post to that particular record itself. Merge fields, as you guys are aware that if I want to use any of the field related to that particular object, we can use the merge field. I will say the name, account name. I'll choose this. I'll write hi account name. Okay. How are you? This is what we are going to write in the chatter message. Okay. To that particular record, we will be seeing, we'll be able to see this chatter post when all the conditions are met. I will save this up. Yes. So how many actions that we have created? We have created a first create record, we have created an email alert, we have created a chatter post. I'll create one more action that says we can we can call in some another process. This is one process. Okay. If I want, suppose I have created an account, okay, for an ABC company, and there is one person who has come on behalf of that particular account or that particular company. Okay, I want to create some record for that particular person also. So what I am going to do is I'll create a process in which we can create the record of that particular company, and in that particular process I will create one more process, or I'll call in one more process to create a contact of the person who has come as a representative of that company, right? So both the process went simultaneously. One process triggered the second process, right? We saw it that when we were starting the flow, when we were creating, we had three conditions. If you guys remember, when the record is created or updated, we did that, right? And the second condition was, you guys remember it, when some process invokes the other flow, right? I can call in some another process. If I am having some active process, I can call that process within it. I'll have to check that if I'm having some other process. I'll call in the next action, that is the quick action. If we want to perform some quick actions, we can do so. And you guys are aware about what quick actions are. First quick action that we are going to give it a name, and we can select a global action, right? Or any object specific or any type specific actions that we can perform. I'll create one global action. Global actions are visible on the home page of my user. I'll show you there. I'll log a call, or I can create a record also. That depends on your choice. I'll say log a call. Okay. If you guys want me to create a field in that quick action, we can do so. I'll create a quick action. I'll say second quick action. And what we are going to do, we are calling in a global action. We will create a record. For which object do you want me to create a record? I'll create for contact or case. We'll create a case. Okay. We can select in the fields of the case that we want, right? We can fill in the status pick list value as new or escalated we will create by default so that we get a clear picture of which object record that we are creating. In subject, I'll give as created through process builder. Okay, I will save it. How many actions that we have performed? 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now we will click on more action. We can send notifications. Okay, so notification type that we have to select in I'll go to create a notification type, go to the notification type in setup. Notification types are only visible in lightning view of our Salesforce org. I'll create a new notification type that says, I'll say first notification type. Okay. We want the channels to be supported as desktop and mobile. I'll create that. Okay. And now we are going to select those types. Okay. I'll give it a name, or I'll refresh this first. Everything is saved and I am going to refresh it so that the value notification type that we have created in is visible within our notification section. All our quick actions. Since you saved it, your process is not active, but it's saved. So I'll create a new action with the notification type, send custom notification that we want. First custom notification. Okay, we can select the type first notification type. Now you can see it's available. Notification recipient, you want it as, I'll select it as a user field from a record. Find a user, or I'll say that we want a specific user, the current user. Okay, I am the current user, I'll be notified. I'll create hi and the merge field for the account, or I'll say name, choose account with name. This is created. Okay, body also I'll specify the same. Okay, and the target object will be for this particular notification is the account object that started the process. I'll select that option and I am going to save it up. Right, can we perform more actions? We'll go through once. Yes, we can. We can update the record. In workflows, we did something related to update, right? Which all I gave specifically told you that which all fields we can update with through our workflow. First is we can update only the records of that particular record, and secondly we can update all the master field records. Okay, we can update all the master record. in a master detail relationship. We cannot, I'm specifically saying we cannot update the parent in a lookup relationship in case of a workflow. But what happens in case of a process builder? Can we update the master detail? Yes, we can. Can we update the lookup parent? Yes, we can. So I'll select first record update. I'll select that particular um, record itself, or you can select a record related to that particular account, which all we can do. So all the fields that we have, right, all the relationship fields that we can have, we can easily update those fields with the help of process builder. Okay, you can see through it. I'll update that particular record itself. I will choose this. Which field do we want to update in that particular account? I will select that account rating can be changed to cold. Okay, I'll update this record itself. No criteria, just update the record, or we can specify a criteria saying if the account rating it's not equal to cold, then update it to cold, right? Genuine scenario. When when account rating equals or account rating does not equal to cold, then update it to cold, right? Simple condition. I'll save this up. Now I am going to activate this workflow. You have to get a count of it. Firstly, we are going to create a record. For this, I'll go through it again. We created a contact record with the last name as process builder con and the account ID referred to as the one that we are using in, right? The next thing is the email alert. It's going to shoot an email when all the conditions are met that we have specified in the criteria. Chatter post, it's on that particular account we will be able to see the chatter post. Okay, quick action of logging a call, a quick action again of creating a new case we have created with escalated status and the subject created through process builder. Where can we see these quick actions? We will be able to see that on the home tab, right? Our first custom notifications, we will be able to see a notification on that particular user will be the recipient of that notification. Okay, first record update, we are going to update the same account itself. When the account rating is not equal to cold, it's going to update it to cold, right? You guys are clear with it? We have how many actions? 7 actions, right? I am going to activate it. I'll confirm the activation. Now you cannot make any changes in that particular process. This process is now completely freezed. you can clone this process. You can clone this process and deactivate this current version of that process builder. While clicking on clone, we can create a new version of it, or we can create an entire different flow. Okay, we will now update. We'll go to setup. We are going to update. I'll switch to classic view. Now we are going to move to an account. We can create a new account or we can update a new account. I'll create a new account because our criteria is when an account is created or edited. I'll say that um, first process builder account. Okay, and rating I am going to specify as hot. And our conditions in our process builder is that email should not be equal to null, the name should not be equal to null, and annual revenue should be greater than 10K. Now I haven't specified the email, but my name is not null, and my annual revenue is, I'll specify it as 1000. Is it going to fire the process builder? Is it? Is it going to fire the process builder? No, guys, I will save this up. It is not going to fire any of the process actions. Okay. Now, if I edit it up and match all the conditions, now the annual revenue is matching. I will specify the field. Okay. Now I have specified the email address and the rating is still hot. Now the conditions are matching according to my process builder. I am going to save this up. What is going to happen? Okay, I have written some duplicate rule. I'll specify another email ID. Okay, I'm going to save this up. Now what happened is it is running our actions. See, our for that particular task for revenue, it's flown through our workflow also. Okay, so we created, first thing that we created through our process was we created a contact with the last name as process builder con and the account ID reference. We will go and see. We can see one contact with the name process builder con and its relation with that particular account, right? Clear with it? Do you want me to show you this? I'll open this in another tab. You can have a view of this contact. This contact is being created with the name process builder con and the account name as our process builder ACC, right? Clear with it? Now the next thing that we did is fire an email alert. Okay, it has fired an email. I'll open my email and will show you guys. Okay, the next thing that we did is the email alert. Now we can move further. I'll show you that. The first chatter post, what we gave is hi, account name, how are you? Are we able to see some chatter in here? Yes. This is your chatter section, right? We specify hi, first process builder ACC, how are you? This is the account name that we have specified, and we are able to see the chatter post in here. Okay. Now, the next action that we did, we created a quick action, right? And this quick action, we can see at what place. I'll go to the home page. It's a quick action that we have created, and we can see that we have just now created. It's saying logged a call. This is what we have created. Log a call global action that we have created, and we are able to see that action in here, right? Isn't it interesting? We created a global action and we are able to see that action. Okay. The next action that we created was, or what we did was create a record, a new case that we have created. Okay, with the status as escalated and the subject as created through process builder. In a global action, it's going to show me this, but we can also go to cases and can see that a new case has been created. I'll go through the recently created case, and it is going to show me created through process builder and status as escalated, right? It is created through process builder. We didn't do anything. We created 7 tasks just by creating an account. It so eases your task being as an admin of a particular organization. If normally you take 1 hour or 2 hours, 1 hour of creating all those things for a single account, you're going to send in all the 7 actions manually. It's going to be very tedious. Now you can sit for 10 minutes, relax, that you have created your process builder, and on click of that particular account you are able to do all the 7 actions within a click, right? So what we are going to do next, I'll show you the update also. Now we had that account rating does not equal to cold. It should change it to cold. I'll go to the account again, and we are going to see the rating as cold. We specified it as hot. Now it got converted it to cold. Since we met all the criterias, we are able to see what actions that we have performed in here. Okay guys, I'll change in my email address. I'll change it to the my one existing. I'll change the value because I want the process to fire it again. So whenever the condition changes from false to true, then it's going to fire the notification, right? So I'll move it to classic form. For that particular account, I changed my email address in this. I'm going to edit it again and bring the value above 10K and I am going to save it. I'll show you the difference again. Hot, I am going to save it again. It's going to create all the processes, all the actions again. It's going to show me everything on the chatter again. See, you can see this is the latest chatter post. We have account created, right? Now I'll show you that in my email I might have received the email template. Uh, There, this is what an email template we had. I didn't change anything. We're glad to have the first process builder account in artist, and we have our email address in here. So this is an email template that I just copied it and had it presented in here. So it showed me an email alert, right? The email template that I have specified in this email template I had, right? Email alert I had, in which I had an email template that was giving me this option. Okay, I'll show you the email alert also, where we specified the account name. It was reflecting the account name. Other fields might also be present saying the contact information or any other information. We didn't fill in that. So in our email template, we got the account name, right? Now, one more thing that we left was the first custom notifications. Where can we see the notifications? The exact notifications we can see in, since we created a notification in Lightning Experience and we see the notifications. I have moved it to a lightning page. This is my home page. I have customized it a bit. This is what we added during our admin basic sessions. We created a report and dashboard. We added it in here. So where can we see the notifications that we created through our process builder? Our first custom notification account with account name is created, right? So where can we see this notification is, see, you can see the bell icon in here. This bell icon, when I click on it, account with process builder ACC is created. It took me to that particular account, right? In the bell icon, in the notification, this is just your notification, right? In the notification, you can see that account with this is created. This is the header and this is the body. Okay, so we covered a lot of actions within our process builder, right? We can deactivate, we will deactivate this version and we'll add some actions to our schedule action also, but we cannot view it. So for schedule actions, or I deactivated this workflow, am I able to do some operations in here? No. So what I am going to do is I am going to clone the whole process builder. I'll create a new version under the existing process. My process name is the first process builder. I'll create a new version under this process name. I will save this up. Now what we are going to edit is a version 2 of our first process builder. Now I can add some schedule criteria, days from which date, or I'll select 1 day after from now, or 1 hour after now. Okay, I'll create this, I'll save this up, and we can copy in all the actions that we have in here. It's going to give me everything, right? I can post to chatter, I can do anything, okay? Or any function, any action that I can perform after my time dependency is when the criteria is met after 1 hour, this process it's going to fire. Okay, you guys got it, right? Apex, we can call it through @ invocable method. We can do so, right? And um, what I mean to say is, whenever I am going to call some Apex method in order to build a relationship between the process builder and that Apex class, I have to write @invocable notation on top of that Apex. When we will go through all the customization and stuff, then we are definitely going to cover this point. Okay, I can save this up. I can, I'll say post to chatter, future post. Okay, after 1 hour, post to I'll post hi. I'll again give the name of that particular account. I'll choose this up, hide this, posting again after 1 hour. But I'm not actually posting. I am smart enough to give him a reminder in advance itself. If I forget, suppose I have to make a person to do something, right? I gave him a time that whenever I created the flow, he got the notification of creating or doing some task. Now I have to remind him after 2 hours or 3 hours or one day. What will I do? Will I remember it myself? No, I'll clear my head. I'll fill the head of our Salesforce org process builder. I'm going to be chilled out that after one day or after 1 hour, it's automatically going to send a notification to that particular person. I'm relaxed. I'm not doing anything. After posting after 1 hour, I will save this. Okay. Now after 1 hour, the schedule action is going to perform. I will save this. I'll activate this. Now if I'll activate it, this I'll not be able to edit this version. I'll confirm this. Okay, right? Now I'll run the account again. I'll update this so that it comes under our condition. Okay, I will save this. Now it's not going to fire anything. When it actually comes under the condition, it's going to run everything again. Okay, it is going to create one more chatter request, one more contact it's going to create, one more case it's going to create, and after this time it is going to run, or it's going to create one more chatter post after 1 hour. So in our next presentation, I am going to definitely show you that after 1 hour it posted me a chatter and I did nothing. Okay. So the next thing that we um, are going to compare is, I've told you guys, but I wanted to give you a representation that whenever you are performing an update record instruction or update record action, what is a comparison between a workflow and a process builder? If you want to update a record, I have told you multiple times that this is what it's going to happen. So if you are going to update the same record, you can do that in both the workflows and the process builder, right? If you have a master detail relationship and you want to update the parent's record, right? Will you be able to do it through a workflow or a process builder? We can do it with the help of both. If I want to update a record of my parent, that is we both are in a master detail relationship, then I can update the parent's record also. Okay. But when there is a scenario of a lookup relationship between a child and a parent, then with the help of workflow, you cannot update that particular or any field of your parent, but you can do so with the help of a process builder. So without wasting any time, go to your org, create a process builder. Hope you have created all the criterias prior. Now just go and shoot in all the actions that we have practiced right now. N number of times you can practice it. Till the next video you will go through, you should be able to clear yourself what we can do so with the help of a process builder. We checked our independent actions, we did our scheduled actions. This is all what we can do with the help of a process builder, right? In workflows we had only 4 options or 4 actions that we can perform, but in process builder we have 8 to 9 actions that we can perform, out of which 1 or 2 or 3 might be related to the customization. Okay, but leaving one, we are going to cover everything within our advanced admin session. We are going to create an approval process. We are going to create a flow, and this will be called from our process builder. And we are definitely going to do that. Okay. So that's it in today's presentations. Have a great week ahead. Thank you.